Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video, and share. This about a doctor named Dr. David Mackereth, 56 years old. I want to share you story.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
Okay, his name is Dr. David Mackereth. He's 56 years old. I want to share this story with you about him. He's a Christian doctor, 30 years, loses his job for refusing to use transgender patients' preferred pronoun. This story is reported as of today. A seasoned British doctor, seasoned me old, British doctor loses his job as a medical assessor after more than 3 decades because he refused to his renounced his Christian beliefs that gender is determined by birth. Dr. David, a National Health Service employee, was fired from his post at the Department of Work and Pension in July because he would not use a transgender pronoun, saying he believes that gender is defined by biology and genetics, and the Bible teaches us that God made humans male or female. This week, he loses his case because of employment tutorial in England, where the judge ruled his beliefs were incompatible with human dignity. Now, David, who now works at NHS emergency doctor in another city, said the supervisor pressured him to refer to a man 6 foot tall with a beard as a she, and but the doctor refused. So, no doctor or researcher or philosopher can determine or prove that a person can change sex. David told Fox that without intellectual and moral integrity, medicine cannot function. At a 30-year as a doctor are now considered irrelevant compared to the risk that someone else might be offended. Now, Andrea Williams, CEO of Christian Legal Century, which provides representation for David, said that the judge put transgender rights ahead of all others, ruling that the belief in the Bible impaired with Holocaust deniers and neo-Nazi ideology. It is deeply disturbing that this is the first time in history of England law that a judge has ruled free citizens must engage in compelled speech. Williams adding that the judge ruled that the Christianity is not protected by the Equal Act as far as ECH. Give me a second here. ECHR, unless they are the version of the Christianity which recognizes genderlism and regrets the belief in Genesis. The court cited that the Bible verse in the doctor referred to as so God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female, he created them. A tribute wrote to the decision that lack of belief in Genesis 1-7, lack of belief in transgenderism, objective of transgenderism, and our judgment incompatible with the human dignity and conflict with the fundamental rights of others, especially here transgender individual. I believe I have to appeal in court to fight for freedom of Christians and any other NHS members of staff to speak the truth. He said, if they cannot, then the freedom of speech has died in this country with a serious remodification of its practice and medicine in the UK. Now, I found a little bit of footage and stuff about him talking about it in the video. Check this out.
In my training, all my medical practice, say, being qualified for more than 30 years, nobody has ever told me that it was wrong to use pronouns according to biological sex. This is just the way we use them, and it seems normal, it seems natural, it seems important to do that. That's biological. We don't, when a child's born, say, oh, well, it's got male genitalia, but we don't know what sex it is yet. I don't think parents would put up with that. I hope parents wouldn't put up with that. So there's the biological, but there's also the, even there's the integrity of the medical profession. But what we're being asked to do now is so contrary to sound reason. I really do believe that a profession such as the medical profession, which depends upon its intellectual integrity, its academic rigor, cannot maintain that once it starts to embrace arguments which are contrary to reason, contrary to even the basic principles of logic. So big has this become that you can't just compartmentalize it to one part of medicine. So I can illustrate that in the following way. In 1967, when the Abortion Act came in, many Christian doctors moved to areas of medicine where they wouldn't be affected by that. And in many ways, that's what I've done. There are a few very brave, very courageous Christian doctors who stayed in those areas and they fought their case, and I thank God for them. But in this situation, there will be nowhere in any branch of medicine for doctors or nurses or anybody else, nowhere in any branch of medicine, and that's just medicine, not the other professions, where you can run from this. Either we are going to have to go along with this crazy way of thinking, or we're going to have to get out. And that's what concerns me. The medical profession's integrity. As a profession, we rely on our integrity. And we rely on our academic rigor and integrity. We don't rely on popular movements for what we do. And the third is ethical. It's quite simply dishonest to use pronouns.
Okay, let me just say this. Your profession as a job is to help the patient. Your profession as a job is to treat the patient. The patient ain't coming in for your Bible class on a Sunday or what you feel as though it needs to take place. Your patient is asking you for help. Asking you for help. When people start making their patient's story their story, this is what happens. Whatever a patient is asking you to do as a doctor, you're supposed to supply and demand. And if you can't do that type of thing, then clearly you're in the wrong profession. You're in the wrong profession. It shouldn't be for you. Just my opinion. Let's go on.
In that way. There's no other way of saying it. And as a Christian, it really matters whether we use language in an honest or a dishonest way. As a Christian in good conscience, I cannot do that because, quite simply, quite frankly, it's a lie. And God, the Bible tells us, hates lies.
Okay, David. I'm not calling you no doctor. Your name is David. Since you don't like to use pronouns, I figure, hell, why? Might as well join you. Because clearly at the end of the day, you just believe everything goes a certain way. It's black and white and that's it. Which is not true. But clearly you feel as though you have the right to do what you want to do with this person who asked you to just use the proper pronouns when giving a name and stuff. Just, hey, this is who I am. Set me as I am. Oh, I can't do that. I don't like the way this is going. It's really sad. But you remind me of someone else. You remind me of another doctor. Yes. Let me just introduce you to him. His name was James Marion Sims. He was an American physician named James Marion Sims. He was an American physician and a pioneer for the field of surgery, known as the father of modern gynecology. And his most significant work as far as development of surgical techniques and the repair of the vagina and several complications of obstructed from childbirth. Now, he was born in January 25th, 1813, Lancaster County, South Carolina. He died November the 13th, 1883 in New York City. Now, he felt as though he had the right to do what he wanted to do. And he did. He was a physician. His Christian beliefs. Things go a certain way. This is how the world operates, right? He did so much greatness. They even gave him a statue till they found out what he was really doing. Then they started taking it down. So I'm gonna tell you something about genitalia, since you're a doctor, like Jay was, Jay Marion. Okay, Let me just share something with you. What he would do is he would experiment on genitalia, like you know, man or woman, in case it be. He felt in his truth what he wanted to do. He took a black woman and experimented because he felt like black women can endure so much pain. No anesthesia, no nothing. Set them up there. Do anything to them. To her, he felt he had the right. It was his Christian belief. He felt as though he had the right to do what he wanted. So guess what he did? Do you know that black women's genitalia was mutilated as if they were guinea pigs for gynecological research during slavery? Many black people are unaware because they have been miseducated to do so. We owe it to our tortured ancestors to learn our true history. These black women were cut out without being provided anesthesia. They claimed that black people could endure greater levels of pain. Their opinion. They could take pain. They're black. Same thing with the trans woman. It's not about your opinion. It's not what you think. Stop taking people's lives and making it about you, David. But I'm going to share something with you as far as the statue and what happened, David. Check this out.
That's why we're here today as elected officials, as community leaders, and as concerned residents of El Barrio, East Harlem, to renew our demand that the Parks Department remove this tasteless tribute to J. Marion Sims, whose horrific medical experiments on non-anesthetized, enslaved black women are a stain on our nation's history. Anarcha, Lucy, and Betsy, these women had names. He repeatedly performed genital surgery on black women without anesthesia because, according to him, black women don't feel pain.
Have been fighting this for a long time. We've been asking the administration for several years to remove the statue from our East Harlem community once we learned the true story of his discoveries.
And there you have it. Another man who feels like he has the right to do what he wants when it comes to patients. All the person was asked for the right pronouns, but you felt as though your Christian beliefs, man and woman, ain't nobody asked you for all that. Just ask for respect. But a lot of times you doctors get in your feelings and you feel as though the patient's life is not really their life, it's your life. And you become the director, the documentary, and the testimony for something that has nothing to do with you. And the sad part about it is, you just don't get it. You're 56 years old, and your way of thinking has changed. Look at all your forefathers that's done crimes of tearing down statues on the stuff y'all done. But yet still, here comes another one. It's religion. We gotta do better, people. We gotta do way better. It's not that deep, David. If a person just asks you for something so small, just call them with the name they ask. It won't kill you. It may save their life and somebody else behind them. You never know. It could be a teaching moment where you could be teaching instead of destroying another life and adding to suicide. Just my opinion. Like I said before, let me comment below how you feel about this video. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. I want to let you know. Please be safe out there and stay away from Dr. David. My personal opinion. And let you know I love you. At the top of this Instagram button, you follow me, I'll follow you back. Let you know I love you and thank you for watching. Kiss 3.